Hey guys, I hope you're well and enjoying the sunny Queensland weather if you're up here. It's good to see that rain disappear, which is good. Guys, if you didn't jump on my live the other day, I think it was from maybe 2 days ago, jump on and check it out. It's going to be posted to YouTube as well. It's just a bit more of an informative live about what's happening in the market, primarily around rooming accommodation. But yeah, there was a lot of stuff in there, so jump on and check it out if you haven't. But I'm just standing out the front of another project that we are managing on behalf of a client, and I thought, while I'm here, I may as well take you guys through a bit of a look through. And I guess the point of this is to just, I guess, give some more exposure on you know, different ways to make money out of property. And I guess just show that there's not just one way to skin a cat. Like this is this particular project is a 1/3 lot subdivision, and we are going to be retaining the existing house, selling it off, and then building 2 duplexes on the 2 remaining lots at the rear. So going to be a heap of uplift in this one for the client. But I guess the other point I'm trying to make is once this is subdivided, this house, the existing house, and I'll flip around and have a look at it in a second, they're going to sell this for nearly as much as they purchased the entire site for. It's increased in value significantly in just a matter of, I think maybe a little bit over 12 months. And they're going to give it a bit of a spruce up, bit of paint, polish the floorboards. It's still going to be sitting on a reasonable size block. I think it's about 450 square meters that the existing house is going to be sitting on. And they're going to be selling, I think from memory, they paid like 900 and something for this whole site. They're going to be selling the house for probably in the 8s. And then they're going to have 2 additional blocks at the rear. So the market's just crazy, guys. And you know, if you're not in the market, I do urge you to do whatever you need to do to get in the market and buy well. And you're going to reap the rewards of a growing market, you know, particularly here in Southeast Queensland, where there's this huge lead up to the Olympics. There's a huge housing shortage, and supply and demand just pushing prices in one direction, which is up. And combine that with the interest rates that are currently reducing, people's borrowing capacity is increasing, so there's more money, people have higher budgets, so there's more people bidding on houses, and when there's more people bidding on one particular house that's already scarce, it just pushes prices up. And we're seeing it everywhere, in a lot of areas that we're buying, and these guys have experienced the exact same thing. You know, they bought this 12 months ago, a bit more, and just reaping the rewards, guys. So you know, if you can do that too, it's awesome. It really set yourself up for your future and for your family's future. So, enough of me rambling on. Let's go and have a look at this one. I'll flip you guys around. So this is medium density zoning. We are, I don't know, probably a K from town, the train station and everything. Flip you around. So this is the old girl here. And this you can see in the front yard. This was a shed. It was a pretty good shed. It was up the back there. They pulled the shed down, got rid of the slab, and we've got the utility provider. We're just waiting on them to install our new sewer main that pretty much goes straight underneath my car and up the driveway to service those other 2 blocks. And this existing house is going to connect into the new sewer main as well. We got to cut the old connection off and tap into this new one. So yeah, this is the old shed. So that's going to be, someone's going to come and take that away. And we've got a new crossover for this existing house that is going to be being installed here. So that's going to have its own entry. We've got a new fence going obviously across here. We've got bins and stuff at the front. And then we'll have a fence. We'll be completely fencing this front house off, and it'll have its own crossover and own driveway and everything. So that house is going to be completely separate. You can see NBN. They've already been here and installed the little lead-ins. It was a nice, easy one for them. The pit's right there. So I'm sure they enjoyed that one. So this little house, like, you know, as you can see, it's, you know, it's old but it's got a heap of character. I went for a walk inside just before, met the owner here, and a heap of character. They're just going to tidy it up. They're not going to do anything too crazy. A bit of paint, polish the floors, and just tidy everything up. So, yeah, it'll come up good. Put it back on the market. And, it's going to be an awesome little house for, a young couple, something like that. Or even, honestly, like this is medium density zoning. Someone could knock that house down and build a duplex here if they wanted to. Look, we didn't see the sense in that. I feel like there's huge value in retaining an existing house. And I mean, I'd like to see the house stay there. They are going to, like I said, tidy it up, give it a facelift. So hopefully it goes to maybe like a, young couple or something like that who just wants their own place, got a couple of kids maybe. It's going to have all front yard and everything, so room for everyone to run around. So there's going to be a concrete driveway coming straight up here underneath where these boys are parked. They're just under the house at the moment, re-stumping it. You can see it's all rotten, all the house is moving and whatnot. So, hey mate, how are you? Let's go. Come up the back here, and we're not touching any of this. Realistically, we could have got rid of this, but we didn't need to. The blocks at the back here are going to be big enough for our 2 duplexes. So we've got 2 blocks going here. We've got one obviously here. It's roughly 400 square meters, and then there's another one going in at the back there, which is roughly 400 square meters. So we've got a duplex, so 2 houses going on this one, and then another duplex or 2 houses going on that one. So you can see we could have, guys, we could have completely just knocked this house down and just done townhouses the whole way. That could have been an option. We steered away from that option because we wanted to retain this existing house. If we can, I always try to retain it. I feel like, this is going to be perfect for, like I said, some young couple or something wanting their first home, or a couple of young kids or whatever. So, it's going to sell for nearly as much as they paid for the whole thing. So we decided to retain it. It also means that they can stage this development, which is exactly what they're going to be doing. So rather than having to spend the money knocking this down and then having to spend the money building 5 or 6 townhouses on here, all in one hit, we can keep the house, spend some money on a renovation, spend the money on the subdivision, so all the civil works, and then we can sell this house off, which is going to significantly decrease their debt levels and allow them to a lot easily push forward into building these duplexes, and they're going to be able to do that under normal resi finance. So a lot better rates, a lot easier to get finance that way, and it's just lowers their risk a bit, which is always good in property development. If you can minimise your risk, I think it's important because shit happens. It honestly does. One of our personal ones at the moment has been a bit of a thorn in my side for a long time, and I'm looking forward to the day when it's done, because sometimes things just don't go your way. So where you can minimise your risk wherever you're possible, I think it is important. But that just does come down to your risk profile. But I guess I just wanted to show you guys this project. Another couple of duplexes going on here, so which is going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to getting stuck into those. And I guess just show you guys different ways that you can make money out of real estate. This is just one example. That's a simple buy and hold, guys, is another perfect way to get into the market, reap the rewards of a growing market, and just build equity and build growth so you can continue moving forward into your next purchase. And, you think about if you purchase one property, it might be your own home and it's worth $1 million and it's going up, say 10%, let's make it easy, 10% each year. You're increasing your net worth by $100,000 every year, simply by owning that property. Now think about it. If you had 5 properties, all going up 10%, let's just say they're $1 million each, just to make it really easy. And they're all going up 10%, each year. That's $500,000 of net wealth that you're creating each year simply by holding onto those properties. So, the buy and hold strategy, low risk, And if you're purchasing in good growth areas, you can really reap the rewards because it's quick. There's no construction or anything like this. It's quick, buy, hold. And then once you've got a portfolio, you can start refinancing the ones that you've purchased early on because they're going to have gone up in value, and you can start recycling that equity and moving into future purchases. So we cover all that in our strategy sessions with the buyers agency guys. So if you do need a hand with that, do reach out. More than happy to help. And, we want to help as many of you as possible, build a portfolio and create financial freedom. So, if you do want a hand with that, do reach out. I'll drop a link in the comments below, and hope to see you soon. On that note, guys, I will keep moving. Got plenty to do today, and enjoy yourself and chat soon.